So I'm recording this the day after the Indianapolis 500, which is why my voice is really hoarse. Lots of cheering, lots of fun, a very long day with family. If you know me at all, you know that this is one of my favorite days of the year. I love the Indianapolis 500 and all of it. I think it was about my 15th year. I really do need to count up. Somewhere between 15 and 18. We've been going for a long time. Same electricity, same joy. And in the seats right next to ours is a guy who has also had those seats for many, many years, but a lot longer. His name is Bob. And yesterday he attended his 71st consecutive Indy 500. 71 years. And we had this conversation yesterday about year after year, it doesn't get old. And I asked him, what do you love most about it? And he looked around at the 350,000 people packed into the iconic speedway. And we were listening to the noise. We were feeling the energy. We were experiencing this tradition that's unlike anything else in the world. And he just motioned and said, all of it. And I so got that. Me too. So isn't it interesting that it doesn't get old? And of course, it got me thinking about leadership and the parallels. And, this hasn't gotten old to me in my 15 to 18-ish years, or Bob to his 71. We love walking into the speedway, sitting in the same awesome seats. We aren't going through the motions. We aren't showing up out of habit. We genuinely are in love with that experience. And that's remarkable. And I also believe that it is a choice. Think about the things in your own life and leadership that used to light you up. The work that felt electric when you first started. The team that you were excited to build, the mission that you got out of bed before your alarm for, the thing you said yes to because it felt so meaningful. Does it still feel that way? And for some of you, the answer is yes. I know for me, for so much of the work that I do, the answer is yes. And that is worth celebrating and protecting. But for others, as you reflect on that question, maybe you're feeling like something has dimmed, not because the work has changed, not because the mission isn't still worthy, but because somewhere along the way, the familiar became routine, and the routine became obligation, and the obligation quietly crowded out the love. The people around you can feel that. They can feel whether or not we love it. Your team can tell the difference between a leader who's present and a leader who's going through the motions. Your clients can feel it. The people closest to you can feel it. Presence and passion are not things you can fake for very long. So if your love is still there, feed it, protect it, do the things that remind you why you started. Create the traditions that bring you back to the feeling every single time. And if the love has dimmed, that's information worth sitting with, not judgment, just an honest look at what needs to change, what needs to be released, or maybe what needs to be rekindled. So what in your leadership, your work, your team, your mission, do you still want to love after 71 years? I love thinking about that. And what would it take to show up to it this week like it was the very first time, every year like the first? That's the goal. What a great way to take care of yourself and ultimately each other.